we're at the San Francisco Mission Tiny Cabin site celebrating a TCO in 5 months. So just imagine, 5 months ago, this was an empty parking lot right next to an elementary school. And now we have this transitional housing setup utilizing Boss Cubes, G&G Builders, and San Francisco's Bureau of Architecture all working together to deliver a certificate of occupancy in 5 months. In 3 days, we're going to start bringing in the unhoused and giving them these awesome new homes. This project really demonstrates how tough it is for nonprofits to quickly onboard a project. Getting through design development, getting through permitting, getting through contracts, having those contracts compliant with their funding, having the right builder build on time, all to try to quickly get to occupancy. Because when we get to occupancy, we feel like we're saving lives, we're enriching people's lives, and we're progressing them through the next steps, transitioning to regular housing. So right now we're in one of the Tiny Cabins avenues. So the way that we set up these the units is to really resemble kind of a mini multifamily apartment style complex. And it's important to note, we want to have these little conduit areas that are separate from the units and then separate from kind of the day space or office space, because we're re-communitizing individuals and we're reintroducing them to a culture of accountability with neighbors. All right, now let's check out one of these units. I do want to showcase that we have individualized hardware for these doors, and it's very important. You get a key and you get a code. It means it's lockable. You get that privacy, you get that sense of ownership. And if you come in here and do a little quick swivel, you can get a feel for the modern aesthetics of the hardware that was specified for this product. So you get this really great black trim that goes with the black bed frame. But more importantly, we had some privacy glass installed here. So this is going to give that sense of privacy for when people are changing. But you're going to have this transparency glass for the operator to do daily checks. Make sure everything is going well on the inside. But you still have privacy from changing because we have these drop-down curtains. We still have to make sure it's durable, so all the surfaces are wipeable. And that's important because hopefully stays are 6 months to a year. Now, when they transition into their regular housing, this unit will be turned over for a new resident. And with those wipeable surfaces, they can make this thing like it's brand new and it was designed specifically for the next person that's going to inhabit it. With the optics of temporariness, we didn't want to tear up everything and make the project more expensive to make it level. So you'll see a lot of these accessibility ramps that are used to kind of even out the awkward slope of the site. But it offers a little bit more of like this traditional residential aspects that adds to the overall kind of like multifamily mini apartment complex vibe that we want the residents to feel. A roll-in shower. So it's all ADA compliant and it gives everyone their own specific non-congregate space to clean, wash, and relieve themselves. So here is a pet relief area, and it's paired with hand washing stations that are strategically located all around the site, and not just in bathrooms, because that's important for disease control and cleanliness. We want to eliminate all those barriers, so we're looking at the 3 Ps. Partners, pets, and possessions. So there's ample storage space on this site. There's ample space for people to bring their pets, but then of course there's also space for partners too. This is where we're going to have a lot of the resident storage that they do have to access through staff and through certain hours. But once again, it's eliminating one of those barriers. If they've got a lot of prized possessions they don't want to get rid of, and if that's what's stopping them from enrolling in a program and having a nice place to stay, we want and need to accommodate that. This is essentially a enlarged Boss Cube sleeping cabin, but of course not for sleeping. This is just more for community, a place to get out of the elements. Let's say it's very cold outside, or it's raining, or it being San Francisco, just too foggy to enjoy the outdoors. So this project was essentially initiated, led, and executed by G&G Builders, a terrific Northern California general contractor that has helped build 5+ navigation centers. We talk about barriers, right? G&G and RPM working in partnership want to eliminate barriers for cities to build these types of facilities. So that comes from a number of different ways. We don't over-design them. We don't slow down the construction timelines. We go as far as acting as building department lobbyists. So if the MOU did not really translate the disaster recovery approach we need to take to these sorts of projects, then we're gonna do that, and we're gonna instill that love and empathy that might be lacking to help grease the wheel and make that review process faster.